from a flight actually. I just landed from Washington. It was a long old night because we were delayed quite a bit and we didn't end up taking off till, I think it was 4:30 in the morning UK time, which I think is probably the latest that I've ever taken off. So it was tough, but we're home now, it's fine. Another trip done, on to the next, which is on Tuesday. But I thought I would do a little like week in my life kind of situation on this vlog. So what I thought I would do is, because I'm off for the next 2 days and tomorrow is actually Mother's Day, I thought I would just do like a little vlog just to give you a little update on how we're getting on with things, how we're getting on with unpacking, because I'm well aware that I'm doing a little bit on TikTok, but I haven't really updated you guys on here. So I thought I would just show you the updates, exactly that, and just bring you along with my week, what we get up to. I am working quite a bit this week, so I think it'll be very like patchy, this vlog, but I'm sure a lot of you are very interested to know how things are going. Well, I guess the first thing to update you on is the orchid is still going. The tulips, however, have sadly died. I don't really know how, because when I left on Thursday, they were fine and they just died in the last 2 days, but they've lasted 2 weeks, so that's pretty good going. And actually, since I went away, I've come back to the curtains finally going up. So we've literally just used the curtains from my old room because they go pretty well in the kitchen. They pretty much match the colour of the kitchen cupboard, so that worked out really well, saved us having to buy new curtains because curtains can be costly, especially if you want good quality ones. And these ones I actually got from HomeSense years ago, probably a good 4 or 5 years ago now. And they do the job, they last well, they are blackout curtains too, so they actually work a treat. We are still yet to get our blinds, which are for the 2 windows in here, plus our bedroom and Vic's games room. But I think we're just gonna do it in order of priority. So probably the bedroom first, because we're currently using my broken wardrobe as a curtain, which it does the job, it's doing well, but it's not a forever thing. We can't keep doing that. So we need to order some blinds. And yeah, it's just little things like that are starting to make it feel a little bit more like home. Yes, there are absolutely still boxes out and bags everywhere, but it's definitely coming together slowly. It's definitely a slow process, but it's fun. If you're wondering about our curtain pole, we just got a plain black one from B&M, and we also got the matching tie backs to go on the walls too. It's just very classic, simple. I think it was like £30 combined. B&M's curtain poles have never done me wrong. Even just things like a new bin. So I don't know if you can see it very well. We actually got our bin from the range. And do you know what's even better? So it matches things like our bread bin and also just things like our knife block. Even down to our kitchen roll holder. I actually got this one from B&M, and as you can see, it just all matches perfectly. Like everything is just coming together. I would say that's kind of the main updates in the kitchen lounge. We do have some more bits that are on the way soon, and by soon I pretty much mean tomorrow. I've got an order waiting for me at the range. I've also got some bits that I had sent to my mum's house because I was working, Vic was working, and they are big parcels. So one of those being our dining table, which I do plan to put up over the next week. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this vlog, because there are little updates like that happening. We want to do a massive order on Amazon for loads of storage bits too. So there's going to be a lot of flat pack furniture that's going to be needed to put up this week. So it's going to be a busy one. I'm very much contemplating whether to go for a nap or not. I don't know whether to just wait now until I actually am able to go to bed tonight, because it's like 3 o'clock now. By the time I go to sleep, wake up, I'm just gonna do myself a disservice by doing that. So I think I might just have a shower, have a good cleanse, dry my hair, style it, because I'm doing something fun on Mother's Day tomorrow with my mum and my sister. So I think I might just try and stay busy rather than nap. But I'll let you know how that goes, because I always say that and most of the time the opposite happens. So we'll see how successful I am. It takes me so long to dry my hair, like no word of a lie. I was just drying my hair for like 30 minutes at least. Like, it feels so nice once I've blow dried it, and I don't ever do it on a high heat. I'll do it on the low setting, which is probably why it takes more time, but I'd rather do it that way than damage my hair. And I use heat protectant as well, but oh, it's such a chore. Like, I'm very grateful I've got thick hair, but having thick hair, you know what that means. I just had a good nap. Big regrets, but also no regrets. 7 o'clock. Do I go and get my order from the range? Well, I'm not going to get the chance tomorrow, so let's go. So I just got back from the range. It was a very quick dash up there because we're just down the road from it. And I got our second toilet roll holder. So this is the same as the one we have in the main bathroom, but we didn't have one for the ensuite, and I did want one for the ensuite, and I didn't want to have to get any that you drill into the walls just to save putting holes in the wall, basically. It's very simple as that. So stuff like this is super handy, although I kept going back in store because they only had one at the time I got this one for the main bathroom, and I must have gone in there about 3-4 times because it's one of those where it's just on the way to and forth from Vic's work and into our town centre. So I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to swing in, see if they got it, and if they don't, they don't. It's not like I'm going out of my way. But like I say, I went in about 3 or 4 times and they just didn't have the colour I wanted. Wanted the matte black, obviously, to go with the aesthetic. I feel like aesthetic is a word that I'm using a lot lately and it's getting a bit repetitive, so I need to try and change it up. But like I say, this one suited the aesthetic. So I was heart set on this colour. Wasn't going to get anything else. They did have a chrome, but chrome is just not it. Chrome I don't really like unless it's like a main accent in a room. It's really hard to explain. I'm just so picky. I'm a Virgo. Do I need to explain any more than that? No. Once my heart is set on something, my mind ain't changing. I will assemble this quickly because it really didn't take long to do on the last one, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I know that literally no one cares about this apart from me, but it's the little things, isn't it, when you move house that just make it better. Like, having the toilet roll on the toilet was pissing me off. I don't know why, it's the Virgoing me again, but it looks so much better now. And this kind of thing's like an investment. I say an investment, it's not really, but you buy it and you kind of have it for a long time. So I feel like it wasn't a bad purchase. It's quite a smart one, really. May or may not be about to dive into a deep topic right now, but it's just something I've noticed lately. It might just be overall my Virgo sensitivity, because anything that anyone says to me, I don't stop thinking about. Like, I overthink everything. It's just part of my personality at this point. But lately I've just noticed this, and it's just something that's been on my mind a little bit and not stressing me out, but I'm overthinking it, basically. I just feel like lately, especially since I stopped doing my travel vlogs, it's really quite sad because I miss doing them so much. People don't realise it. Just because I stopped doing them and I kind of stopped talking about work in general, I think people think I'm just trying to like erase that side of my life from social media, which is absolutely not the case. I'm not just going to stop talking about work full stop. I absolutely want to talk about it, and any questions you guys have about being a flight attendant or travelling, I'm more than happy to answer, whether that's in a video or down in the comments, on Instagram, TikTok. Ask away. I'm not shying away from it. Obviously, there's only certain things I can answer, but I'll do my best to do and answer what I can. But I feel like since I've stopped uploading about my travel life, a lot of my comments have just been generally very critical about my life. I don't know whether people just have like this little bit of a grudge against me now about having to stop. And I know there's other YouTubers out there who have made the choice to carry on vlogging their travels, who do the same job as me and are within the same airline, which is fine. They do them. But for me personally, I have just decided to stop. And I think that's fair. I can do what I want. I can take this channel in the route that I want to. And I needed to do what's best for me. This whole buying a house process, I think actually came at the best time because I was kind of forced to stop uploading to protect my job. This kind of took me in an avenue where I could carry on uploading, but you know, still keep things interesting, I guess. So it came at the right time. But I have lost a lot of you. I know that. And I'm not one of those where I just watch the numbers, because I'm so passionate about YouTube. I love it, and I upload because I love doing it. It's a massive hobby of mine, and I enjoy editing as well as the vlogging and the videoing. Like, all in all, it's just overall a hobby for me. But of course, what comes with that is watching your numbers and watching your figures, and I've lost a hell of a lot of you, and it's really sad. Like, I didn't want to lose my subscribers and my followers, but I knew it was kind of part and parcel with making the choice that I did. Just in general, I feel like anything I'm doing or anything I'm saying, people are just being very picky and critical about. Of course, everyone is entitled to their opinion, and I respect that entirely. However, my personality, I struggle to take on board those opinions, and they just simmer in my mind. It's not good for my mental health, and every time someone comments something that kind of gets to me a little bit, I talk to Vic and he's like, you are overthinking it. And I know that, but it's hard because you're putting your life out there. Yes, that's my choice, absolutely. Any decision I'm making with this apartment, any decision we're making together, I'm putting out there for you guys to see, to kind of help you along your journeys if you're going through a similar step in your life to me. If you have that step in your life approaching soon, I'm just hoping these kind of videos can kind of help you out a little bit, but also, you know, give you something to watch as well and some sort of entertainment. But at the same time, I feel like some people can be a little bit critical about the decisions that we make, and I don't want to think about those opinions too much, because at the end of the day, it's our apartment. We can do whatever we want with it, whenever we want with it. We can make any choice we want, and it doesn't matter what anyone thinks. But I think people are just very quick to judge, and I've also got flaws in the sense of I sit and simmer on those comments way too much, and I need to grow from that and just accept that people will comment their opinions. It's just one of those things that I've just noticed in myself that I need to work on in 2023. And I think it's okay to develop New Year's resolutions a little bit later into the year. But I'm just intrigued to see how I progress throughout the year with that, because it's something that I've always struggled with and something that I've wanted to work on, and now is the time. No more sensitive Chloe. She needs to go. Right, it's 9:25 on a Sunday morning. It's quite nice to wake up at home on a Sunday morning, which doesn't often happen. So, today is Mother's Day. I'm actually taking my mum and my sister actually to go to afternoon tea. So the three of us are going together in Salisbury, which is kind of the halfway point for us. So we're meeting my sister down there. She goes to uni in Bournemouth. So yeah, it's a funny little halfway point really that we're going to meet her. It's a nice little cute place. If you've been before, you know. It's quite quiet, but at the same time it's also got a bit of life to it. So my mum enjoys it. She used to go there a lot. So it seemed like a good shout. And we're going to a little like hotel B&B type place that offered afternoon tea for a good price for the three of us to have some like sandwiches, cakes, tea. It was just a really good fit and a very Mother's Day thing to do, so we booked it. So I need to get ready for that right now, and rather quickly because time is getting on. So let's get this going. Pink Honey Brow Glue, ABH Brow Pen in Blonde, the I Am Magic Concealer from Juvia's Place to carve the brows, the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation in shade Mont Blanc. The Pink Honey Bronzing Face Frosting in shade Milky Mocha. Rare Beauty's Liquid Matte Blush in shade Grace. Setting my face with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in shade 10 and a Triple Powder Puff. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer in shade Fair, and the NARS blush in the shade Orgasm. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. The Sky High Maybelline Mascara and my Tweezerman eyelash curlers. And to finish off, the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in shade Mannequin. Well, that was a very interesting way to get ready with me. I thought I would do like a very quick, snappy get ready with me, show you all the makeup products that I use on a daily basis when I can be bothered to put makeup on, just to give me like a natural sort of makeup look, but still looks like I've got makeup on. Now for the hard bit, to decide what I need to wear. But basically I need to leave now, so I don't really have much time to be fannying around with this, so yeah, hopefully I find something quick. Does anyone else try and plan their outfit around their shoes? Because that's what I did today. So we've gone for my black Ego boots, which are the best knee-high boots I've ever owned. They suck to your legs so well. They don't go all like wrinkly or anything. My jeans, which I've had for years, I think are Topshop, Joni jeans, you know the ones. This I got from a charity shop actually. I think I got it for like £3 from a Cancer Research big warehouse, which was again one of the best buys I think I've ever bought for winter. This is a cardigan which buttons here from Primark. Again, really cute, comfy and cozy. And just my glasses as per usual. And I've also got my Marc Jacobs bag to go with this too. Anyway, I've got to go, so let's go and have some afternoon tea, which might be one of my favourite things to eat of all time. It's a big thing that we do at work in the afternoon when we're serving on like short haul flights. I find it really hard to say no to a scone, so I'm going to go and devour about 5. I'm back from having a really nice afternoon tea with my mum. She loved every second of it. It was a surprise up until when we got there. She didn't know where we were going, what we were having. She knew like the place we were going and that we were meeting my sister, but she didn't know what was happening. So it was quite a nice little surprise for her. And they also gave us all some little flowers, which is cute. Although I'm probably going to set off my hay fever like mad. So that's going to be fun. So funnily enough, very random, at 8 o'clock at night, I have just built our towel rails for our bathrooms. I'll show you in a second, but they are so nice, very classic, simple. The one thing that massively enticed me to get these specific towel rails is the fact that we don't have to drill them into the wall. Same with the toilet roll holders. So I got the toilet roll holders from the range, and I also got the towel rails from Amazon. I'll link them down below so you know where to get them if you like them. But yeah, they were just really, really handy. And also we can take them onto the next house whenever we move in the future, which is a good thing to do, I think, rather than buying something, drilling it into the wall and being like, I cannot be bothered to take it out, so just leave it for the next buyers. We can actually take it with us for future use. And this is our towel rail. It's a really good height, has the 3 bars, so you've got enough space for at least 3 towels, if not more. And it's just, yeah, a very solid towel rail. Like, it's not moving anywhere. It also came with little rubber dots to go on each corner, so it's very solid and also doesn't scratch the tiles too. So this one I think was £35 and the toilet roll holder was £15. So I don't think that's too bad of an investment for the bathrooms. Another recent purchase we got from the range is this bath rug, which is like a memory foam style one. It's really comfy, which I know comfort isn't something that you look for when it comes to a bath rug, but it's just really nice on your feet. The pattern's cool, and it was only about £8 I think, which is really good. And we also ended up getting a bath rack, which I've used once already, and it's really handy to just slap your iPad on there, watch stuff in the bath, and no, it's not necessarily going to fall easy. It's just a nice little addition, looks good, and is also very practical. I think this was £12 as well, which it looks quite expensive if you ask me, so that was a caught in the act.
I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, trying to sleep, but sleep talking are we and ruining my vlog? But as I was saying, looks expensive, but isn't. And my sister also got us these little Primark candles, which actually smell really good. Now on to building the dining room table, which is going to be a fun challenge. Something you might not know about me is the fact that I really enjoy building flat pack furniture. I know a lot of people out there absolutely despise it, but I personally love it, which is why you'll probably see it a lot in the coming vlogs, and why I also don't mind doing it on my own, because I find that I'm also quite good at it as well as enjoying it, which is a bonus. Anyway, let's see how long this takes. It's currently 8 o'clock. I'll let you know. Okay, so it took me an hour and a half to put this together. This might be my favourite flat pack furniture that I've put together so far. So we weren't really looking for a bar table, we were just kind of looking at generic... I'm distracted now. So we weren't really looking for a bar dining table. We didn't really think about it. It's only when we were kind of searching on Amazon that we came across this, and we just fell in love instantly. We just thought it's fantastic because it's great for space saving. It fits really well into the space. Like, you still have enough room to walk through here, and the chairs that we're going to get eventually, which I will show you at a later date, will tuck nicely underneath. Plus, you obviously have the side storage, which you would have noticed, which is just fantastic. And of course, let's talk about the wood. This is stunning. This kind of wood is exactly what we were looking for. Rustic, which is one word that I've used for our flat constantly. It just fits the vibe immaculately. It's beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Best flat pack furniture we've got so far by a mile. How amazing does it...
Oh,
Beautiful, I'm so happy with it.
it's very nice.
No! Stop. Obviously the flowers are a bit flopped, but... Good morning. It's day 3 of this vlog now. These few days are going so quick. They always do. My days off just fly by. And to be fair, even when I'm working, it flies by. Time just is flying by, full stop. And sometimes I wish it would just slow down. And today is a busy day again. Because I've only got 2 days off in this little block, I've basically got everything scheduled just to get it all done. So then my next few days off coming, I can just chill out a bit. So last night we actually ordered a few more bits of furniture. I think I said to Vic, I was like, do you know what? I'm in a flat pack mood, boy. Get those things ordered that we want to get ordered, which includes a coffee table, TV stand, so we can make the lounge a bit more of a living space rather than just a dumping ground for boxes. And also my area as well. That's where my area for my washing has been living too. So trying to make that a bit more of a living space will kind of take us out of the bedroom, because that's where we tend to sort of gravitate towards at night when we finish work, is just go to bed, which isn't a good mindset, because then you start getting really sleepy and want to nap. It's just better to have a space to just sit at rather than lay down and get too comfortable. Next, I guess my block of days off after my trip to Boston tomorrow, I'll be getting on with that. So I might kind of progress the vlog a little bit into the later part of this week and just carry on and show you guys pretty much all of the flat pack that we wanted to get ordered, because we're pretty much done now. There might be the few odd bits that we get later down the line, but we're pretty much done for bigger bits of furniture, I think. The only thing we really need to get is stools for the dining table, but we're still yet to find the right ones. You want to get a good balance of looking good as well as comfortable. We have seen a lot of backless stools, but we want stools with backs to them, just because we know we'll be working here a lot. Especially me, I'll be doing my editing here, I imagine. We'll be doing a lot of hosting. As the weeks come forward, we have a lot of friends still that want to come and see the flat and just we want to host for, because they've hosted for us in the past. We want to make up for that. So being sat here in a comfortable space is important to us, so we need to kind of look into that. I potentially found some, but I will show you that at a later date, depending on what we decide. So apart from that, furniture is pretty much there, and it's just getting it all assembled. But first up on my agenda today, which is the most important thing to me anyway, not necessarily to you. You're probably going to think, what the hell, Chloe? You're mental. Nails. Nails, nails, nails. I just don't feel good. Don't feel good. I need to get my nails back. Although I have been kind of switching it up lately. So I went from acrylics to gels. Love gels now. They're so much better for my nails. Even having the gels off for the last few days, I took them off while I was in Washington. I got some acetone there. They actually feel quite strong still. They don't feel like they would feel if you had acrylics on, which you know that feeling if you've had them. So they feel much better, so I'm very pleased about that. I'm actually going to change it up this time though. Rather than having rounded nails that are a little bit longer, I'm going to go a bit shorter and have like rounded square nails. So not like full on square, they're going to be slightly rounded on the corners, because I find when I've had square nails in the past, they've just blunted out quite quickly where I'm quite hands-on with my job. So I feel like rounding off the edges will help with that. But I'm also going to get like a pretty tip colour. I'll show you shortly anyway, you'll be able to see all that. But getting my nails done, people will probably see as a very unnecessary thing, but it's the one thing that, number one, I have to have well-groomed nails for my job anyway, but two, it's a real nice monthly treat for myself. It's something that I guess ensures that I at least treat myself once a month, because lately I really haven't been, and I don't know, I just feel a bit weird about my nails. I don't feel like me. When I have my nails on, I just feel so much more confident about myself. It sounds so stupid, because one thing that I massively struggle with is biting my nails because of anxiety. Like my nails are absolutely butchered now. I don't know if you can see like my thumb there, destroyed. These ones are getting better because as soon as I go to do it, I force myself to stop. But sometimes I catch myself unconsciously doing it. Unconsciously? Yeah? Subconsciously doing it. Yeah. Subconsciously doing it, and I don't even realise I'm doing it, which is really bad. So when I have my nails, don't do it. So it's a win-win all round. I have pretty nails, my skin gets a break from me biting it, and it's uniform standard for my job as well. So it's a win-win all round. Anyway, I think I need to head off now. So I will show you my nails shortly, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to be getting up to for the rest of my day off. Okay guys, look how cute my nails are. They are actually stunning. Beautiful, I love them. I went for like this lilac purple, and I've got like a chrome over the top, like a pink chrome with some little stars on my finger, which aren't too visible, but they're just really classy and cute. Very Disney-esque, I was feeling. For the rest of the day, I actually have, hopefully, the plumber coming. So when I recorded my Q&A last week, I was expecting the plumber to turn up because we had a few issues that needed sorting. However, they didn't show, so I contacted them again, and they've arranged for them to come after 12 today. It's currently 12:05 now, so I'm hopeful that they'll turn up, but if they don't turn up again, I'll be a little bit annoyed this time, because I just end up wasting my whole day sat in the flat when there's stuff that I can go out and do. I need to go food shopping. I actually do need to do some housework here, but I don't really want to do that until the plumber has done his thing, because he might make a little bit of a mess, so I don't see the point in doing it before he comes. But then again, if he doesn't come, I've just wasted a day where I could have done it. So I think I'm going to hold off maybe till like 1, 2 o'clock. And if he still hasn't come, then I'll just get on with it. And I also need to pack my suitcase for work tomorrow as well. While I'm waiting for the plumber to turn up, one of you actually commented on one of my videos that you wanted to see my shot glass collection, which you may have noticed in the background of my videos. I've actually placed all of my shot glasses on top of the cabinets, which actually look pretty good. I was a little bit hesitant whether to do that because I didn't want it to ruin the vibe of the kitchen, but to be honest, it adds to it if anything. So I'm going to talk you through all of my shot glasses so you can see how much my collection has grown. So first in line we have 2 Crete shot glasses. Me and Vic actually, well, I haven't been to Crete anyway. I'm not sure about Vic. He may have gone when he was younger. But Vic's parents knew we collected shot glasses and got us a couple from there. Then we have San Francisco, which is from the first time I went to San Francisco. And then we've got an Alcatraz one, which is what we picked up when Vic came with me. Got Los Angeles, Maldives. There's one that's literally got my name on it, which is cute. We've got Niagara Falls, London. I'm sure you can see up there. We've got the Chicago bean, Seattle. That's Miami, the colourful one there. Dubai, Brighton, Toronto, Table Mountain, which I'm kind of annoyed is as boring as it is, but it's the only one they had and I wanted to get one. We've got Vancouver, San Diego, Berlin, Montreal, Seattle. Is that Seattle? No, I lie. Boston. Atlanta, Mexico, just a basic Canada one, but it's really cool because it's in the shape of the Canada leaf. I'm not sure if you can see there. New York, Philadelphia, and Philadelphia is actually in the shape of a heart, which is cute. New Orleans, which is one of my recent ones. Vegas, I think that one is Land's End. We've got Copenhagen, which is my latest one. That one is a Norwegian one, but it's actually from Oslo, but they didn't have one that actually said Oslo on it. We've then got Nashville, which is epic. Mallorca, which is actually from the last holiday that we went on before COVID, and it's actually the last holiday that we have been on together, which has been about 3 years now, so that's quite an old one. And then we have a Jameson's flask, whiskey flask kind of thing, I don't even know. Vic's added that to collection recently. When me and Vic were putting the shot glasses up the other day, we actually counted, I think it was 25, which is a hell of a lot. And it's something that's going to keep growing because my flying hasn't stopped and I don't plan on stopping it. But if, for instance, something like COVID happened again, touch wood, it doesn't. But if it does and my flying had to stop, I'm so grateful that I've got something like that out of it as a good memory from all of my travels, and also to kind of remind me on a daily basis how grateful I should be that I get to travel like I do, because my job, as much as it is a job, it's been one hell of an experience these last 4 years, and I'm so grateful that I get to do what I do. So the trip that I've just packed for is Boston, which is a 3-day trip. So I leave tomorrow and I get back on Thursday. So if you're wondering what I pack for something like that, so what I tend to do is I leave a lot of stuff in my case anyway. So all I have to really do is just throw in things like my makeup, retainers, a hairbrush, and also my clothes. So clothes wise for Boston, I have packed a warmer outfit to go out in, so jeans, layering jumpers, that kind of thing, like turtlenecks are fab. Also, I've packed some pajamas, and I've also packed a comfy outfit. So if I decide I don't want to go outside and I just want to chill, I've just thrown in some cycling shorts and an oversized t-shirt just to lounge around in the hotel. That's the extent of what I packed lately. I did used to pack quite a bit more than that when I used to go away, but I think it was purely panic. I would just get worried that things would happen and my trips would get extended. They very rarely do. They do happen, but it very rarely happens. So I always just pack like the extra bit of underwear just in case. But at the end of the day, I can kind of rotate around the clothes that I've got with me anyway, so it's not an issue. And also it works both ways in the sense of it doesn't take me long to pack, and it also means I have less to unpack, which is the worst chore in the world. Are you ready for this? I want you to share the same level of excitement as I have. So, labels. My labels came. So I ordered a load of customized labels to just put on everything, like laundry bits, cleaning bits, little food boxes that I bought from B&M that I'm going to organise everything in the cupboards. Everything is going to have a label, and this is the start of the collection. I'm trying to think who I ordered from. I think it was from Etsy. So the brand is called Home Priorities, based in Brighton actually. Took a little while to come, but I think she had to type out and print out everything by hand, so that's understandable. But I think I got 10 for about £10. I think it was about £1 each, but they're really, really cool. And I'm gonna put them on my boxes now. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. One for kitchen and one for bathrooms, and they're both full and I love it. Well, it is now Friday. I've always got to check my phone. Anytime someone asks me what day of the week it is, I'm not the person to ask because I don't ever know. So while I was away in Boston, we had a couple of deliveries. And by a couple, I mean 4. So not really a couple, quite a bit. But it's all coming in bulk at the moment because we're ordering like little bits here and there. But these 4 things that came are not little, they're big. Only 2 of them I can carry up the stairs myself because they were actually delivered to my mum's house. So I just went to go and get those just because with us being at the flat, it's a little bit awkward with bigger deliveries, and also just going to my mum's is just so much easier. Plus it means I can go and see her, go and see the animals too. So I just got those. 2 of them are in my car now, and 2 of them I carried upstairs because they're a bit lighter. Still bigger, but lighter. So I'm going to get those put up while Vic's at work, and then when he finishes a little later, I can then get his help to bring them upstairs. One other thing I got done today was I ended up buying a clothes rail from B&M. However, it wasn't the quality that I wanted. I didn't pay much for it, so I guess you get what you pay for, but it didn't really fit in the space I wanted it to, as well as not being as good of a quality as I'd hoped for. So I took it back and I ended up getting something that I wanted as well as the clothes rail, but was kind of weighing up which I wanted more and what was more essential. So in the end, I ended up getting an exchange for the things that weren't so essential, and that is command hooks. I have heard fantastic things about these command strip hook things. They're fantastic for the fact that they don't have to create holes in your wall, and they're quite strong apparently. But me and Vic want to put up our achievements in life. So his certificates, my work certificates, all of that kind of stuff. So that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to put up our pictures. We're going to put them up in the hallway so you walk in and you see them as soon as you come in. And it's just going to add a little bit of something to the very boring hallway at the moment, because all it consists of is a broken wardrobe, which isn't, yes, not quite the vibe. I do see what everyone's talking about. I don't think I will ever be drilling to hang paintings or pictures ever again. So next on my list of things to get done is the flat pack furniture, which I'm actually really excited for, because it's stuff like this that just changes things dramatically. So I'm going to start off with what is called an over the toilet shelf. You're probably thinking, what the hell are you talking about? So I'm going to put it together and then I'll show you so you can get a bit of a better vision than what I could describe to you. So this is what I meant by an over the toilet shelf. Honestly, it's a fab invention and I'm surprised I've never seen it before, but I got it from Amazon. I'll pop the links below to most things that I mentioned in this video if I can find them. But this is fantastic, and we're just going to put all of our cosmetics on there, like any deodorants, skincare, anything like that, just so it's out the way in our bathroom and it isn't in the way in the main bathroom. Flat pack number 2 of 4 is a side table, which actually is from the same brand that did our dining table, which is perfect. Like, it works. It really does work. And it's quite a cool shape because it just slots underneath the sofa, and you can like put it as close to you or have it as far away from you as possible. You can pop a laptop on it, so it's great for working at the sofa if I want to do some editing there. Plus obviously great to put tea and coffee on as well. I've got some coasters to go on here in a second, which I'll put on, but we're unsure whether to have it there or slot it on the end. I guess we'll see how the coffee table looks and whether it's better over there. We can figure that out later down the line, but fab buy. Really, really pleased with that. It even took no more than like 20 minutes to put together, which is fab. This next one is actually quite exciting and is probably going to change the room the most, and that is our TV stand. So we haven't actually got like a TV, but I had a gaming monitor in my old bedroom, which we're just going to use as our TV. Hook up my PS4 to it, so we've got Netflix and things to watch on there. Can also play music out of it, so it's just going to be a nice little addition to the corner, which is really going to make our lounge a lounge. Well, it's very unintentionally the next day. Didn't really plan on carrying the flat pack assembly into today. You'll be pleased to know I did finish the TV stand, but once I'd finished that, it was pretty much the case of get up and go to get Vic. Got back, and by the time I got back, it was 9 o'clock. We both hadn't eaten, so we made dinner and pretty much went straight to bed because Vic had an early start this morning. So it was a bit more logical to carry it on into today, basically. But I will show you the TV stand because I'm so pleased with it. It's a really neat, sturdy little thing. It's really strong and it just looks really good. It really is good for what we paid for it anyway. So yeah, let's show you what it looks like. There it is in all its glory. You probably can't see it particularly well because of the lighting. It's quite bright in here in the day, which is a good thing. But we've cluttered it with a lot of stuff because as soon as we have space to store stuff, we're like, right, ram it in there, get rid of more boxes, which is a bit of a downfall on my part, but I'm just sick and tired of looking at boxes now. We're not sure on the monitor. We feel like the monitor's a bit small for the TV stand itself. We thought it was bigger. I guess it looked a bit bigger in my room in my mum's house, and that always is the case, isn't it? When you go somewhere different, things look different. So I think eventually when we've got the funds to do so, we'll get a bigger television, but for now, it does the job. And now, on to the final flat pack of this vlog, the coffee table, which definitely is needed in this little space, I feel. It's quite bare, and I just kind of miss I don't know, having something to sort of not put my feet onto, but just like rest my feet onto. And I just want to have something to put my tea and coffee on and at least eat dinner off of until we get the stools for the table. But it's just something missing, and it's definitely the coffee table. And eventually down the line, just to make it feel really nice and homely, we want to get a nice little rug to go underneath the table too, because we thought that was a better option than going for carpet in the lounge. Just so then if anything happens to the rug, it's not so much of an issue, and we can also change up the style if we do get a little bit bored. So yeah, coffee table, let's go. I said it on TikTok and I will say it to you guys here as well. This is the reason why I use colour catchers in my washing. So they're pretty much just sheets that you throw into the wash. I get them from B&M and they work a dream, as you can see. My coloured wash went on at 30 degrees and this is what came off. So it just catches all of like the dyes that come off the clothes, especially like the more fresher brand new clothing. So I think this is majority from our towels. But if you look at the rest of our washing, the dye has just not spread because of this. This isn't any sort of advertisement at all. It's purely my opinion, but I hope my opinion sways you to use these in your wash because they are just honestly worth every penny. All my snacks and my drink in the corner, but that is the final flat pack I have to do this week. We've now been 3.5 weeks in the flat, so it's been a good couple of weeks now, and I'm surprised how quickly we've actually settled in and how much we've actually managed to get done together in those 3.5 weeks, considering we've been doing it around work as well. We do have a bit of time off together next week, so hopefully we can like bash it out and get the last few bits done, although we've got a lot of stuff coming from Vic's parents tonight, just little bits and bobs that we just didn't have the energy to do on moving day. But thank you for joining me on this week. It was fun to have you guys around. If you want to keep up to date with little house updates here and there, go and follow me on my Chloe's Condo Instagram account. I'll see you soon.